This is how to use Google Forms for reading proficiencies. The first step is to go to your Google Drive. Go and set up a new folder. Click on New, Folder. I usually name it with my last name and then whatever item I am using for the file folder. So for this one, I'm doing Owen's Proficiency, and then I click Create. Over here, you'll see my file folder. Now you need to access the form for the proficiency by going to the Forest Grove School District website. Click on Staff. Click on Staff Tools. Go to Curriculum and Instruction Portal. Click on Tom McCall Literacy Resources. Choose your grade level. I'm going with 6th grade. Semester 1 proficiencies. You're doing reading 6.1, 6.2. From here, you're going to select the reading proficiency that you want to give. We're going to go with the first attempt. In order to make a copy of this, you need to right mouse click, go to Make a Copy. This will be generated in your drive. Down here in the bottom, it says Creating a Copy, lower left-hand corner. Might take a minute. Okay. There is your copy. I'm going to go to my drive. I'm going to drag this into the file folder that I created earlier. Let me get down here to Owen's Proficiency. I'm going to take the copy of the proficiency and I'm going to drag it into my folder. This is very important because where you set up your copy is also where your spreadsheet and your data is going to go. So it's important to make that copy and then put it into the file folder. Go ahead, open up the copy that you made. You can also rename that if you want. So for instance, up here, I could name it. I could change this file name. To Owen's, you could change it to whatever file name you would like to call it. Okay. Then from there, if you scroll down, you'll see what the kids are going to see. And this is the test. If you look here, it's already set up with the answer key, so it's ready to be graded. You don't have to do anything. Now, to get this to the kids, you're going to click on the eyeball, or you can click on the 3 dots and get a pre-filled link. Either way will work. I usually use the eyeball. That's a preview of what's to be seen by the children. From here, you can copy the web address, and then you can go over to Schoology, click on Courses. I'm not sure where you're going to put it. I usually put mine in Reading. And then you can add materials and add a file link or external tool. Link. I'm going to call this Reading Proficiency. Okay. And then I can paste the web address in there and post it. And then all I need to do is tell my students to go ahead and go into Schoology, access the reading proficiency. They'll click on it, and their reading proficiency will appear. Now, sometimes, depending if you're on an iPad or a Chromebook, it needs to be launched out to a separate tab or window on the computer. So if you click on this little arrow right here, it will push it out to another window, and then they can go ahead and take their quiz. Now, one of the things that they're going to run into is the font is awfully small. From here, they can zoom in and read that text quite nicely. Okay, and then they can zoom out. Remember that they need to complete the test. Forms does not save. However, if they get through the multiple choice, and even if they get through some of the short answers, they can submit it to you, what they've got finished, and then if you need them to come back later, they can click on the link again and then pick up where they left off as far as the answers that they need to finish. But it won't save the form. They can just start a new form and then answer the last few questions that they didn't get a chance to. You'll just have 2 submissions for that student versus just 1. I gave this, and so far we had enough seat time to complete the activity. And that should do it. To see your data, you have 2 options. You can, going back to your original form, you have responses here on your end, and there will be responses from the students there. Or if you click this little icon, it will create a spreadsheet. Say, okay, create a new spreadsheet. Because you put it in that file folder, this spreadsheet's going to go straight to that file folder. And then you can also view their data right here, and their scores would be right here. That should do it. You should be ready to go and launch your first Proficiency. Good luck.